So apparently YouTube does not like my mic anymore. Apparently YouTube does not like me having my mic set up. I don't know what's going on, but when I have my mic plugged in, I don't have chat. I don't have any options. So it looks like I'm going to have to just go without my mic until I can figure something else out, because with the mic plugged in, I have no chat, no options, nothing. So right now my live is not titled, which is great. I know you guys can hear the sarcasm because I like having my title up so that way you guys know what my live is about. But it is what it is. So let's see. I am going to change it to subscribers only though. Per usual. Let's see if that works. If you're in my chat, if you can say hi so I can know the chat is working. If not, I have to come out and come in again. But I would like to know if my chat is working. So if you guys could say hi, that will help me to know if this is working. I'm gonna check my router real quick. Hi, Alyssa. So yeah, it is working. Okay. My internet is on because I just looked at my router. Let's see. Is my internet on here? It is. Perfect. All right, guys. So apparently I cannot have my mic plugged in. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Because I don't have my mic plugged in. It won't let me have any options or anything when I have my mic plugged in. Hi, David. So I just have to go without the mic. Hi, is it TD? How can you guys be top fans and not know what my channel is about? It literally says that you're a top fan. That doesn't make sense. How are you a top fan and you don't know what my channel is about? Hi, Illyrian. Is it Illyrian? Illyrian? Illyrian. Perfect. So you guys can hear me. Okay. Because yeah, I can't have my mic plugged up apparently. Apparently when I have my mic plugged in, like YouTube won't let me have my my title. It won't let me have my my options, nothing, and I can't see chat. So as long as you guys can hear me, we're good. Illyrian. So I did say it right. I said Illyrian. So I did say it right. And sorry guys, there was technical difficulties per usual, like I said. And there is some tea going on with my girl group, like personal, like friends with our group chat. Fun times. So, if you want to know what my channel is about, you can go to my channel and read my bio. I don't know why you guys come in here and say, what is your channel about? Why don't you go check out my channel first? Yeah, Magic 8 Ball. So what was going on is every time I have my mic plugged in, it acts up. It's YouTube. No, nothing else does it when I have my mic plugged in. When I have my mic plugged in, everything else works. I can record content. I can do all types of stuff. But YouTube apparently does not like my mic anymore, because what I have is I have a Blue Yeti mic that I plug in and I put over here, and I use this converter to plug into my phone. Okay. And when I plug it in and I try to come on here, no matter what I do, I can't see chat. I have no options, no nothing. So right now my live isn't titled. So it's going to go however it's going to go, and I'll title it accordingly to what goes on during this live. But those that are new to me, I do content on manifestation, law of assumption, and spiritual topics. Excuse me, primarily manifestation, and I answer questions in chat when I am live for free. So normally you would have to pay for coaching to get questions answered, but I come on here about once a week, and I always announce it on my community post when I'm coming live, and I answer questions in regards to what you're trying to manifest, in regards to your desires, in regards to anything within that. But if you watch my videos also, I literally go over everything that I go over in coaching and I go over in my lives or on my videos. So you don't even have to watch me live. And David, no, I'm not here to convince you. If you don't believe in it, I'm not the channel for you. You are more than welcome to go watch another channel. You can go watch another channel if you want someone to convince you. I'm not the person. I'm the last stop. I am not the person to convince you. I am not the person if you are new to everything. What is on my mouth? What do you mean, what is on my mouth? That doesn't make sense. What is on my mouth? Are you talking about my water cup? What are you talking about? Illyrian, we are patient, okay? Because keep in mind that everyone is you pushed out in your reality. So what you are seeing in your reality, Illyrian, is you pushed out. So these people in this chat are actually you. They can only act according to how you expect them to act. For me, I actually find some of the trolls hilarious. I am struggling on finding the relationship love of my life. I've got a whole playlist for SPs. A whole playlist. Whole shebang of videos. Smorgasbord, if you will, of videos. Hi, Frank from France. Frank is from France. Where in France? Illyrian, I am still developing patience. It's a work in progress. Yeah, I mean, you got to keep in mind, however old you are, you've been, however way you've been your entire life. So to like completely move that perspective of literally everyone in your reality is playing a role within what you believe to be true, and it's all down to self-concept. I've been posting tons of content on self-concept for a reason. It really helps. It really helps with the patience part. Let's see. Adam, will David move? Okay. If you guys are not if you guys post stuff like that in my chat, you get put in timeout. I will treat you like a child. You are now put in timeout. I feel like I'm in my prison, feel like day after day, year after year, I'm trying to change my reality, really tried hard. That's the thing, David. Right now, you're being the identity that is trying. And you're telling the story. You're telling the story that you are the person that is trying to change your reality instead of being the reality that is already what you desire. You don't change anything. See, that's where people get it messed up. You're not changing anything, because changing is indicating that you are creating something, right? But all realities exist simultaneously. There's multiple realities, and multiple realities exist right now. There's a reality right now where you're as rich as Jeff Bezos. I just posted a video on that. There's a reality right now where you are already in the love life that you want. There is a reality right now where you are not David, you are Danielle, right? Like, there's so many different versions, and all these different versions, hear me out, you have to be the identity that is experiencing. That's quantum leaping. That's shifting realities, if you will, right? You have to be that identity. You have to be the identity first that's experiencing it. So, the recent video that I did, if you want to watch that, about basically how Jeff Bezos is now, the 55 million that he just dropped on his wedding is the equivalent of someone that's making $60,000 a year spending $15 on their wedding. Put that in perspective, okay? So you might think 55 million is a lot of money, right? And the old Jeff Bezos, when, like, let's say in 1994 or 1995, 55 million was like a ton of money to him. But the Jeff Bezos today, that's nothing. You see, it's a shift in identity, it's a shift in mindset. This is a man that went, like, I believe, lost everything and was in like millions of dollars of debt to get this thing off the ground. And now look at it. It's normal for me to say Jeff Bezos and you automatically think Amazon. It's normal for you to go on Amazon and order things and them show up at your door. If you had talked to me or anyone 20 years ago and said that that's what would be going on, we would look at you like you're crazy. And to kind of demonstrate not feeding the reality you don't want, I'm not even going to entertain some of these comments. I'm just going to put them in timeout. They're going to be treated like children. And that's how you treat it. That's how you treat your reality. When you don't want it, you just don't even pay it attention. For my parents out there, when you have a toddler and your toddler is throwing a temper tantrum, or your baby is crying and you know that the baby is okay, right? The baby is fed, the baby is changed, it's just cranky, it just wants to be held just to be held, right? What is the best advice you're given? To ignore it and let it cry. And eventually the baby stops. The toddler that is throwing a tantrum, same thing. Are you suggesting be grateful to the reality I'm in? Every reality exists. So whether you're grateful for it or not, it's going to continue to exist. Every reality exists, even the one you don't prefer. So it doesn't matter whether you're grateful for it or not, it's going to exist. Nothing is good or bad, it just is. So whether you are grateful for it or not, I mean, you can, if that helps you. If that helps you, sure. I have been grateful for an experience because it made me who I am, right? Thing is, how can I change it? I don't like to settle. I just answered the whole change thing. I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to continue to repeat myself. I already answered that question. Literally just answered it. If you're not following, then maybe I'm not the coach for you. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm not. I will sit here in silence and it won't bother me. I promise. I'm not going to answer the same question from the same person twice. Why don't you take your mask off? Do you believe in predestination? Because it doesn't matter what I believe in. It matters what you believe in. You see, your reality is your reality. My reality is my reality. So it's irrelevant what I believe. Alyssa, I noticed that after I became comfortable with saying affirmations to myself in the mirror, that I have become more patient with my SP. With who? Who? What? What did I tell you about SP? What did I tell you? Alyssa, I know that I talk about this all the time on these lives. I talk about it all the time on my videos. Why are you saying SP? There we go. There's the magic word. That's wifey. So it sounds like everyone just do their own thing. Then where's the morality? Where the rules for society? You dictate the rules for your reality. You are the center of your reality. The standards are the standards that you set. If I'm being honest. Me personally, I have certain morals that I go by, but I don't sit here and dictate what other people do. Yeah, you can do unto others. That's how I live my life. I treat others how I want to be treated. But, I mean, technically, your version of reality is your version of reality. I'm not here to dictate what you think is right or what you feel. If you believe that you change your reality, cool. But that's not how I teach. Because that's not the truth. You shift reality, yes. You shift to a different version of reality. It's quantum leaping, it's transurfing, it's all of those sort of things. If everyone sets their own standards, then what's the point of strive for better? Ask yourself that. You gotta ask yourself that. Because here's the thing, you are reality itself. You are God, you are universe, you are higher self, you are source. I don't care what you call yourself. I say this in a lot of my videos. I don't care what you call yourself. You're having a human experience. Why would God want to have a human experience? To experience exactly what you're doing right now, questioning things, not knowing itself as God, not knowing that it is the Almighty, not knowing that it is the end all be all in everything. It's remembering who you are. I have a video on that. You have to ask all those things to yourself. If it's depressing to you, again, I'm not the channel for you. You're not ready for this. It's fine. There's plenty of other content creators and other channels you can go visit. Okay. Then bye. See you. Have fun. That's how I feel about it. You don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to be here. Eight Ball, I'm trying to think of a question to ask, but I can't. Oh, okay. You just stuck. Not sure what to ask. That's on you. I love it when people come in here and they're like, convince me, and I say I'm not going to do that, and then they continue to ask me questions to convince them. I'm not here to convince anyone. I couldn't care less. Could not care less. If you don't resonate with what I'm saying, you don't have to be here. I'm not here to debate at all. You either like what I'm saying or you don't. Tonight's kind of dead. I think it's because I came on late. I was going to come on at 10, but then chaos commenced and my friends needed me. So I scheduled it for an hour later. And I think it maybe messed with some people, but it is what it is. I think I might go back to coming on Sundays. I like Sundays, like Sunday afternoon. I think that's a little bit better. I don't know. Hi Mank. Hi Mank. I don't know if you remember, but I talked to you months ago about this girl I had met abroad, but she was okay, I'm not saying that, who went back to him when he got back to India. I just couldn't get her back to my reality. You're not getting anyone back. You're shifting to a reality that already exists. That's what manifestation is. Alyssa, so I had a short dream with my wife in it before I woke up this morning. The feeling I had was just so comfortable and easy. We were simply enjoying our day together. That's perfect. Okay. And that already happened. Whatever happened in your imagination has happened. It's kind of like all of those studies that they do when athletes, like let's say a basketball player, for example, is in their mind imagining that they're on the court and they're playing, their muscles will fire off exactly like they would if they were playing the game. Their heart rate goes up, everything. If you sit there and go in imagination and let's say have adult imagery of you with your person, your body is going to start reacting. You're going to get flustered, your heart's going to increase, like things are going to start happening, right? That's because what is going in here is actually happening. Alyssa, have you heard of people having dreams like this when they're going to get their manifestation? Everything has the meaning that you give it. So if you say that it's happening, it's happening. If you say it's just a dream, it's just a dream. The interpretation is up to you. See, you're trying to give your power away by trying to get me to interpret it for you. I am not above you. No one is. No one is better than you. No one is above you. Hi, Mike. Please guide me better. I think I have already mostly forgotten about her. I am fit dude with big muscles and strength and decent height with a profitable career. I just never been with a girlfriend. I wish you know love, and I am all in for manifesting and having my reality to me. Then why are you claiming that that you've never been with a girlfriend? Right now, you're being the person that has never been with a girlfriend. Right now, you're being the person. It doesn't matter. I couldn't, it would not matter if you were 5'2" and 300 pounds and working at a fast food restaurant making $10 an hour or $15 an hour or whatever it is for your country. It would not matter. None of those things matter. What matters is who you are being and who you say you are. Right now, you say that I've got all these things that sound great on paper, but where is the love? Where is my girlfriend? I've never been with somebody. Yada 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 yada. Right? That's who you're saying you're being. So that's what your reality is reflecting. Because your reality can only reflect what you are being. It doesn't reflect what you want. You can want all day long. It's going to reflect who you are being. This is why I've said before, self-concept is not self-love. It's not confidence. You can love yourself like Kanye loves Kanye. But if you are not being the person that is experiencing the love that you want, as in a relationship, you are not going to experience it. Can speak affirmations in a mirror all day long. You can tell yourself you're an amazing person. But if you don't believe to your core that you are the person that gets the love that you want, you're not going to get it. Illyrian, I have a question. When it comes to spirit guides, ETs, and other, hold on, interdimensional things, would they also be considered everything is you pushed out? Yes. Everything, keyword, everything is you pushed out. Everything, every singular atom, every energy, every thought, everything. All that is you. You are all that is. You are all that is. Did you know that the space in an atom put to scale is bigger than our solar system? The space of one atom. And you don't think you're everything. Psh, come on. You're everything and the space between it. Hi, Mac. Then what's the difference between this and delusion? Or is the latter only another name for imagination and manifestation? So, I mean, people say it's delusion, but what do you say it is? What do you say it is? Because this is your reality. It's not their reality. They have their own world. They have their own reality. What do you say it is in yours? Do you say it's delusion? Do you say it's delusion? For who do you say I am? That is with everything, including me. I can only show up in your reality as you expect me to. Within awareness on how you expect me to show up for you. I am just you pushed out. Everything is. Desi, then how do you get to believing you are amazing? How do you come to the knowing for those that struggle? I mean, you can do self-love for that. Yeah, you can do self-love for that. I'm just saying that there's so many people out there that will tell me that they have great self-concept, and I'm like, okay, what does self-concept mean to you? And it's always self-love. They're like, I have amazing confidence. I know I look amazing. I know this. I know I have like this gentleman here. He literally said, I'm tall, I'm handsome, I'm fit, I have a great job, I make great money, but I have no girlfriend. That's Kanye loving Kanye, right? But he still doesn't have the reality he wants. Kanye is miserable. Look at that man. He is miserable. He is still in love with Kim K. That is why his current are they married? I don't know. I don't pay attention. But the current woman that he's with, what? Looks like Kim K. Okay? Why do you think that is? Kim K is Kanye's person. That's who he wants to be. That's who he wants to be with. But he's not being the person that she wants to be with, right? He is not being the person that has that relationship anymore. I'm not trying to use the word delusional in a negative way. I didn't think you were. I was just explaining it to you. If you have to love someone, then try to love yourself first. I mean, yeah, you can. And it's the same thing that you can't give from an empty cup. It's the same thing that when you're on a flight, the flight attendants will tell you to put your own mask on first in a case of emergency before you help other passengers. Why? Because you need to breathe before you can help others breathe. Because the others are you. The others are you. I talk to a lot of parents that overgive to their families. Overgive. Okay? You cannot be there for your kids if you're not being there for yourself. This can go with anything. Illyrian. And interestingly, Kanye manifested Kim K, so he can manifest her again if he can. Yeah, absolutely he can. But he is not being the identity that has her right now. Or they'd be back together, right? Simple. Magic 8 Ball. So if everyone as you pushed out applies everything, it also applies to people who lived before you were born. Yeah. Time doesn't exist. So if all you have is the now moment, the past history is perceived. It's what you say it is. How often have you thought something is different and then you later read about it and realize, oh, it did change? That happens to me all the time. I call those Mandela effects. I actually am going to have a video out about that. I have it on my phone. I need to edit it. I'm trying to get there's so many videos got to get out. I have so many success stories I need to get out first. And I have so much content. But I already have a video on Mandela effects and matrix glitches. Essentially, that applies to it. Himank, right now I am in Seattle. I met a great girl in San Francisco. I went out with her on my first day here, but then a guy younger than me who's disrespectful to everyone here disrespected me, and I started, okay, so you're still typing here? Okay. Getting insecure about her who's older than me, but really my type going out with this unemployed good for nothing man, and she did go with him yesterday after ignoring me. I have zero control over it. You said it. You said it. And you're proving my point from earlier. It doesn't matter what you have on paper. Like I said, you could be short, you could be quote unquote big, fat, you could be unattractive, you could be poor, you could be all these things that society says that you don't deserve love, and you could have the love of your life. None of those things matter. You're the one saying that she wanted the younger man. You're the one saying that she wanted this good for nothing. That's just one version of reality, and you created it. Created. Basically, you shifted to that because of how you see things, how you're aware of things. Yeah, so Illyrian, I did a manifestation, sorry, not manifestation, Mandela effect video in the past. It's on my channel. It's one of the older ones. So my channel used to be tarot and twin flames. Okay. That's what I used to coach. Twin flames are just SPs. So essentially what I would do is I would do tarot readings. I would bring people in and then switch them to manifestation coaching. So I just cut out the middleman. I don't hide anything. My tarot videos, some of them, most of them are on a playlist. They're just unlisted. So if you go to my playlist, the videos are still there. So when I restarted things end of last year, I did a video on Mandela effects and matrix glitches. I have a new one that I just recorded, and I'm going to edit and get that up within the next week. So that will be out. But essentially, that's just proof that you shift realities. That's the whole gist of the video. I also have some amazing success stories I need to get out. 2 of them I already have recorded. One is from a trans woman that is lesbian. So think about that for just a moment. She's trans. So she was born male and now she is a woman. Okay. She transitioned. So that narrows her dating pool down even more. Then on top of that, she's not into men, she's into women. So that's even smaller, right? Very, very small percentage of the population will even be attracted to her. And then she needs to be attracted to them, right? And then whatever other standards that she has to where they have chemistry and click, right? And she told me, she's like, I don't go anywhere. I have social anxiety. I don't leave my house. How can I meet my person, right? Because she hasn't met her person. And there's a success story. I'm not going to give it all away. I'm just telling you the build up, but that's going to be out in the next week as well. Hi, Meg. Thank you, IG. Thank you, Instagram. Okay. So bottom line is I just ignore that I am with her or someone else better for that matter right now, right? I don't understand that question. I just go with it even if it's brute force a new way of thinking into my head. Yeah, no matter what your reality shows you, you need to go watch my videos. You said that you've been with me for a while. Why have you not watched my videos? How many of my videos say that circumstances don't matter? Your 3D does not matter. How many times have I been faced and my clients have been faced with literally the opposite in their reality? When I was diagnosed with cancer, I literally had the doctor telling me to be realistic, that I needed to go through all these treatments, and I needed to do all these things. And I said, no, it's going to take one treatment. What happened? It took one treatment. And I've been cancer free for over 20 years. When I was facing homelessness the second time in my life, I had 7 days and a week to get a new place to stay, or I was going to be on the streets. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I just knew everything was going to work out for me. What happened? 3 days later, I was at a client, my client's apartment, cleaning out one of her apartments because she owned apartment buildings, right? And I was talking with someone about my situation and she overheard it. And she said, actually, I have this one bedroom I was going to tell you to clean out. It's really bad. You clean it out, it's yours. You don't have to pay me anything for a month. And it was the exact price range that I could afford at the time. You have no idea how things, will pan out for you. When my lazy girl method, that one, I was going on vacation. I scheduled it a week before. My friend said, you might want to schedule it for next week, reschedule it because the weather is bad here, right? It's storming. Cool. I rescheduled it. I didn't care. I was like, oh, it's perfect. Everything's perfect, right? That week, she texted me. She said, it's still raining again. It's still storming. We're not going to be able to go to the beach. I was like, yeah, we are. I don't care if it's raining. I'm going to go. But in my head, I knew it was going to be perfect weather. What happened? As soon as I got there, it stopped raining. There was no rain the entire time I was there. And it was perfect weather. Perfect. Not too hot, not too cold. Perfect. The entire time. It rained after I left, and then that's when Hurricane Milton happened. So you tell me, does your circumstances matter? Illyrian, I remember the twin flame video back when my name was Magic Realms. I changed it to Illyrian Realms. Okay. If you're talking about like when I restarted everything and I talked about the whole twin flame stuff, I'm talking about like my old videos, like from 2021. When I started this channel, I used to do videos on twin flames. I used to do videos on twin flame coaching. And literally what would happen is I would get these clients, and as soon as they would book with me personally, I was teaching them manifestation. It's the same thing. It's just an SP. It's an SP that people obsess over even more than the SP community. That's all it is. Desi, it's my affirmations that anytime that SP wakes up, he thinks of me. And before he goes to bed, I also assume he dreams of me and that he calls my name in his sleep. I 100%. So that's what's happening. Why are you still calling this person SP? Desi, how long have you been with me? Why are you still calling this person SP? Who is this person to you? Hi, Mank. I believe that I just procrastinate a lot. I will watch your videos. My bad. IG equals I guess in slang. And I said, imagine, not ignore. Thanks again. Your own story is very inspiring. I have so many videos. So many. JJC, where have you been? Where have you been, and what cat dragged you out? Over here. Okay. JJC, the girl I was manifesting soft blocked me. I never reached out to her, so I feel at fault, but I'm choosing to see it working in my favor. Of course, everything works in your favor. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter if you were at fault. It doesn't matter if she was at fault. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as you see it as it's working out for you, then it is. Theory, I am not religious. I don't follow a religion. JJC, I've been so busy, I haven't been watching YouTube often. That's probably a good thing. People, if I don't hear from them again, I assume that they got their desire, to be honest. Desi, he's my husband. Yeah, he's hubby. So why are you saying SP? If he was in your bed right now, you have that rock on your finger, would you be in my chat saying SP? And I do have married people that come to me. I have married people that tell me they want to spice up their marriage. The passion is gone. They want to bring it back, right? I have one. I have a success story. God, so many success stories. I recorded it. I'm editing it. Another one that's going to be coming out in the next week. Um, that this woman is married and they've been trying to have a child. And that's a success story. So you see my point. Like I have married people come to me. I wouldn't know any different if you came to me and said you wanted to better the relationship with your husband. I'd be like, okay, cool, let's do it. You're the one saying SP. JJC, I still need to watch your new video. I like the recent ones before that. Good. I have no idea what this person is saying, so they can go be in their delusions and argue with themselves somewhere else. It's kind of like Desi. If you're watching me on a smartphone or a tablet or your TV or whatever it is, because when I look at my analytics, it's all over the place. You would not be sitting here doing affirmations that you have an iPhone or an Android or whatever it is. I have a Samsung, but it doesn't matter what it is, okay? You would not be doing affirmations saying, I have this iPhone right now. This iPhone is mine. You already know you have it. It's kind of like people that tell me, I don't see anything in my 3D. Do you see the oxygen in front of your face that you're breathing in? No, but you know you have oxygen to breathe, right? Do you do visualizations for the sun to rise every morning? Real question. No, you don't. Right? Do you think I sit here and affirm that I have blonde hair? do you, do you think I sit here and script out that I have blonde wavy hair? No, girl, I've had blonde wavy hair my entire life. Actually, it used to be more curly. This is what, like, I don't know, 2B, 2C waves. I used to have ringlets. Okay. I used to be like, what is that? 3B, 3A, 3B? Ringlets, girl. Ringlets. Okay. My hair used to be super thick and was pain in the ass. All right. And I used to always want it to be like this, effortless, beachy waves. And that way, when I want to blow it out and want to have it more straight, that it's easy to do. It only takes me 15 minutes. It only takes me 15, 30 minutes to do it now. I use like a round brush and a blow dryer, and it takes me, because my hair is more fine, it takes me 15, 20 minutes to blow it out. And then I put the rollers in, and then it looks all voluminous and how you guys see me do it. And sometimes when I do that, I wear the rollers overnight. Do I sit here and affirm for that? No, I just know it to be true. Kind of like my nails, okay? My nails. These are my nails. They are real. They are real, girl. You can watch my recent videos. I did not have them painted. These are my real nails. They have grown like this for over 20 years. I have not had acrylic on my nails in over 20 years. Why? Because I know that they grow like this, right? And they're hard. They're a little flexible. A little bit, but not much. But those are my real nails. Just like I'm pushing 40, and sometimes you guys know that I don't wear the top one and I wear the bottom one. You guys know I don't have wrinkles up here either. Honestly, my assumption is that I feel 25, and I do. The result of that is also looking younger for my age. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I care about how I feel. You see my point? It's all about your perception of yourself and your reality. That's what dictates it. I'm trying to get the success stories out. There's so many videos I need to do. But I don't want my channel to just be success stories. I want it to be coaching as well. So that's why it's taking me a bit. JJC, but yeah, this girl is like a supermodel. And once she soft blocked me, my ego actually kind of scoffed at how much importance I put on her status and reminded me I can literally have any woman. Exactly. I don't care what smelly runway you walk on, smelly runway. This is my reality, and I'm the most desirable and attractive man in it. Exactly. Period. Story and spice. Hi, I'm one of your clients. I think one of the best advice you've me is In the Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Perfect. Yeah, it's one of my favorite books. Do a nose reveal. I've had it where my mask, you can see my nose. I just haven't worn those masks in a while. Where is that mask? Like this one. Because it just covers my eyes. It doesn't cover my nose at all. I've had that on. Desi, what if you are struggling? That's why people affirm until we know. I mean, yeah, you can. But the point is to not affirm for someone else. When it comes to SPs, I hate the word. I hate it. When it comes to SPs, no affirmations for the person. None. Zero. Zilch. It's all you. What do you want? Put it back on yourself. This is why the best affirmations are the ones that I have on my channel. The Aphrodite ones, the Cleopatra ones, the gender neutral ones, the Adonis ones for the men. Nowhere in those do I say FP loves me. No, you'll never hear that on my channel. Ever. Why? Because it keeps separation. The more you say, this person loves me nonstop, you're going to be the person that's saying that they love you nonstop. Instead of being the identity that is experiencing that reality. This is why I do not preach, literally, I do not preach techniques when it comes to SPs. I don't. I preach self-concept. Yes. And I'm actually creating a free self-concept guide that I'm going to be putting on my website. I'm also working on a self-concept workshop, and then I'll be working on a self-concept challenge course, kind of like my others. It's a lot. Because that's the basis of my teaching. It's the foundation. It's the foundation of everything. It's the foundation of reality. It's what dictates your reality. It dictates the reality that you're experiencing. Alyssa, my nails have always chipped. You're saying that though. You're saying that your nails have always chipped because before 20 years ago, I used to get acrylics because my nails wouldn't grow for crap. Okay? They would not grow. I had problems with them growing. And as soon as I stopped entertaining that, and yeah, I file them every now and then. I prefer like a shape like this, like a round shape or like an almond shape. But I file them, I make sure they're good, I make sure they're smooth and stuff like that, and they're the length that I like, and that's it. That's all I do. And I know that they don't break. It's just a knowing. Like whatever color your natural hair color is. How do you know that that's the natural hair color? Because you're saying it is. Right? I'm naturally blonde. I'm not naturally this light because I like to actually do my hair. But that's something that I like to do. Right? But I am naturally blonde. And I know it. And sometimes I go more towards the natural blonde that I am, which is like a level, I don't know, 7, 8. This is like a level 10. 10 to 12. It's not entirely platinum. I've been platinum before, and I could go platinum easily. JJC. I spiraled and almost quit my job 2 weeks ago. And when I finally stopped throwing a fit, it was like everything reflected so much happiness back to me. It was amazing. That's good. Yeah, it's about you first. Everything is you first. Have I counted how many masks I have? No. And I messed up my blue one. I don't even know where it's at right now. The one that I wore for 4th of July, I decided to cut it. And I messed it up. Because I cut this one too. So I cut these corners right here so that it's not always catching in my hair. It's still doing it, but it's not doing it as bad. And on the blue one, I also cut this part off. And I tried to cut part of the nose part off too, but then I messed it up. So I no longer have the blue one because I messed it up. But I have, in this style, I have pink, I have red, I have gold, I have silver. Oh, here's the blue one. Yeah, see, I was trying to cut the nose part out, but then it didn't fit right. Now it doesn't fit right. It doesn't look right at all. But it doesn't matter. Okay. Where was I at? Because it looks like I'm over here talking and there's been comments. Hold on. The reason we even built so much resistance, our desires, was the assumptions we built ourselves before. Exactly. Desi, so affirm for what you want. Affirm for who you want to be. Who do you say you are? And I personally don't do affirmations. I don't. I'll have a fleeting thought. Like, example here, let's talk about the vacation, right? And I went to Florida and the weather was going to be bad. When my friend texted me, I was like, nah, it doesn't matter. It's going to be great anyway. I don't care. It can be raining cats and dogs. I'm going to be on the damn beach. I don't care. Don't care. But it's going to be perfect. That's all I thought. And then I moved on with my day. How many things show up in your reality that you have one thought about? And you think you need to affirm all day for things? You don't. When the thought comes up, oh yeah, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. JJC, it's just a matter of deciding to be positive because you get what you put in and the universe doesn't care. Exactly. The universe reflects who you are being. The universe does not care what you want. You can't want something you are not. Right? If you want something, it already exists. If you want something, that already exists in a version of reality. The best part is it's literally free to do. Yeah, it's literally free to just think. Looking forward to that course. I love juicing up my self-concept however I can. Yeah, I'm probably, so the guide is going to be free. That's going to be on my Stan store once I get that done. It's going to be just like a little PDF or whatever. And then I'm going to make a workshop, kind of like my Buildable workshop, but with just self-concept. That's going to go on my member site of my channel and my website, depending on how people want to go about it. And then I'll do I'll do probably like a 7-day self-concept challenge, kind of like my 7-day burn the boats challenge or my 14-day SP challenge, because my 14-day SP challenge, the first 7 days is self-concept. Shocker. So I'm probably just going to do a 7-day self-concept challenge. And yeah, it's going to go in order that way. The Mystic Whispers. How can I manifest my dream med school when my grades are not enough and I'm missing some certificates? Love you from India. I have a success story about changing grades. She went from failing to passing, and it was for a test that determined her career. Okay? So, you can go watch that. It's a recent success story that I posted. JJC, the only affirmation I really need is I am. It's so powerful, everything around me immediately shifts and all tension in my body releases. Exactly. Pray. How to make it know before it happened what we want. I don't understand the question. Mazood, I am from the US. JJC, I feel like I was a broken, miserable person at my core while affirming for things that never came to fruition because I wasn't dealing with the root. But now everything is flowing so naturally. Yeah, because your natural state is I am. Your natural state is identity. Self concept is identity, it is not anything else. Hi, Martin from Chicago. Pray. I like how to know that we can manifest if I don't know yet how to make it knowing. I have lots of videos on my channel, honey. Lots of videos going into depth. That's a whole lot of stuff for me to go completely into on here. How to manifest, that's all of the videos on my channel. That's hours of content. Hours. Martin, thank you for mentioning your videos about that. Which videos are you talking about? Which videos? The Mystic Whispers. Should I focus on that I'm in that med school or revise the grades? It's up to you, however you want to do it. It doesn't matter. Everything is what you say it is. You are all that is. So if you want it to work with whatever you've got right now and just say that everything works out in your favor, great. If you want to revise it and say that you passed anyway, great. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. That's the beauty of it. It's up to you. You are literally God. So I don't dictate it. You do. People come to me asking me to give them affirmations. I tell them to write their own. The real reason you're stuck. Saw some of it. Yeah, I would recommend watching that entire video. A lot of people have been making shifts from that video. What time is it for me? Let me see. It is 12:16 a.m. So 0016 if you're going by 24-hour time. Pray. Can you manifest for others? You can manifest for others in your reality. Yes. No one can manifest for you. So if you're asking if I can manifest for you, no. That's giving your power away. That's idolizing a false god. That's believing in a false prophet. No one can manifest for you, but you can manifest for others. Correct. Like my son recently got a promotion at work and I knew he was going to get it. Make sense? Had to find it again to mention it. Yeah, there's so much content, and again, there's so much I need to record and get out, and it's coming. It's coming. I don't know why, but this mask is like driving me nuts today. And normally this one doesn't. Maybe if I loosen it a little bit. That might help. Maybe it's too tight. Somewhat like good karma and sending good karma to someone. If you believe in karma, sure. See, karma is something that you have to believe in. Everything is something that you have to believe in. And JJC, it's so funny because before I got on here, there was like so much drama within my friend group. Like, our girl chat is like going nuts. I'm not part of the drama, I'm just observing the drama. Illyrian, speaking of karma, I'm in the middle of dissolving that belief about karmic relationships. Yeah, that's a huge one too, is like karmic relationships. When you realize that you created that, right? Like your identity at that time shifted you to that reality to experience that relationship. Mind blowing. Puts the mirror back on self. It's all about self. The Mystic Whispers, real reason video is 2 weeks ago, right? I think so. I don't know. To be honest. I lose track of time, guys. Guys, if sometimes I forget it's 2025. Sometimes I still think that the lockdowns happened a year ago or 2 years ago. Until someone tells me that was 5 years ago. I'm like, "Oh, okay." You see my point? Because I shift so much, and when you realize time doesn't matter, it really doesn't matter. Pray. What do you think about energy, like positive energy and negative energy? It's what you say it is. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? And the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know. It's just the way I am. Literally everything is what you say it is. If you say something is positive, it's positive. If you say it's negative, it's negative. You give it meaning. Martin, okay, cool. I do believe it because a few times being kind to people that I have no reason to has saved my life and opened doors for me actually left me stunned, but was grateful nonetheless. Yeah, blessings happen all the time. Magic 8 Ball. For me, it can be difficult to deliberately make something happen with a single thought, like you say, because I'm coming from a place of wanting to experience it rather than experiencing it. Okay. The Mystic Whispers. I just wanted to say thank you to you because your videos give me motivation to live again, and I love you for that. Oh, I love that. JJC, I've been awake since 2 a.m. and worked 10 plus hour shift in the 101 degree weather, but I'm feeling an intuitive pull to chug energy drink and run to the gym right now. I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, nothing wrong with getting a pump in, right? If it makes you feel good, if it feels aligned, why not? Yeah, my son works nights and works 10-hour shifts. He's at work right now. And in our area, there is a Beyonce concert. So he's dealing with that crowd right now. And he's a night shift supervisor. Pray. One more question. How to stop negative thoughts? Stop entertaining them. Stop feeding them. Go watch my Two Wolves video. You're feeding the one that you don't want to experience. Magic 8 Ball, wanting to experience it rather than already experiencing it. I left out that already part. Yeah, I was so confused. I'm wanting to experience it by experiencing it. I'm like, okay. Yeah, just already experience it. Like I said, you already experience having whatever device you're watching me on. You're already experiencing having all the things that you already have in your life. It's the same thing. Martin, good luck. It was a madhouse when she was in Chicago a few weeks ago. Yeah, it, she was here yesterday, today, and this weekend, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And I went out with friends, and when I came home, I had texted him, and he didn't read my text. He did not respond until he got home from work. And he always read my text, always responds. That's how busy he was. And I didn't even think about the concert. I didn't even give it a thought. And he told me, he was like, yeah, we were swamped. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. I was like, no, I figured you were. I didn't know why. He was like, oh, because of the concert. I was like, and we're not even near where it is. I live in the suburbs. We're not even near it. It's that these people are coming from out of town and they are staying in the hotels that are near us. That's what's going on. Because it's about 20-30 minute drive to where it is, I think, from here. JJC, I am that I am doesn't even observe those thoughts anymore because that's where the actual peace was seeking, we're seeking is. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a madhouse. And that's like one thing that I'm working on right now is moving. I don't want to be in the city that I'm in anymore. I want to move back west. That's where I want to be. I want to be back west. I lived out west for 10 years. Either Texas, Arizona, Nevada, maybe Cali, but where I'm at right now isn't it for me. Not anymore. And so I'm trying to figure out where I want to go because in order for me to shift to there, I got to know where I'm going, right? So I'm figuring that out. But because I'm a wandering stone, like I will go anywhere and make home. So Martin, I like the experience now. I was so busy when I was so young. I just reconnecting with a lot of family and it brings me peace. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not feeling where I'm at and I like warm weather. I like hot weather and I prefer dry hot weather over humidity. So, we'll see. Nevada, Las Vegas suburbs are pretty nice. I've been there. Yeah, I've been to Henderson quite a bit. So I'm familiar. Like when I lived out west, I had friends that lived in Henderson. So I would go visit. And it's an assumption, but and I could always change it, but my hesitation with Cali is like politics. I'm not a political person. So that's my hesitation with there. I'm thinking about actually going back to where I was, but we'll see. We will see. And it's so funny because, you know, other people's assumptions, they're like, it's so expensive there. It's like, it's expensive everywhere. If you say it's expensive everywhere. It doesn't matter. Everywhere is expensive if you say it is. Everywhere is affordable if you say it is. JJC, I'm grateful to be in Texas because I see that the political stuff takes a backseat to the Texas values and culture. Yeah, I've heard that. Um, as far as Texas, I would say probably Austin or Dallas. I've had people want me to move to Houston, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Don't know if I'm feeling it. We'll see. Magic 8 Ball. I'm in California right now, and I'm thinking about moving back to Oregon. There you go. JJC, I would probably be driven crazy in a big city with protests and all that energy. Yeah. It's not so much that Houston is a mixed bag, it's that I had a family that lived in Houston and they were constantly dealing with like electrical issues, like you know, electricity going out and all that stuff, like weather type stuff. That's why I'm like, I don't know. It's one of the reasons why I went and live in Florida. I visit Florida, but I'm not going to live in Florida. Illyrian, I'm glad I'm in Maryland. Over here has plenty of nature and animals and peaceful. I couldn't live in Maryland. More power to you. I cannot stand cold weather. Um, Martin, H Town can be crazy, just depends on where you're at. Infrastructure is one of the main concerns. What time is it? It's 12:30. I've been on here what? Almost an hour and a half. Almost. Almost. Yeah, I've been talking to people in different areas and like getting their take on things and all that stuff, right? I prefer doing it that way than like looking stuff up online, you know? Yeah, I think this was too tight. I think that's better. Martin, seriously, I used to do a lot of engineering work as an infrastructure, something that I look at whenever I want to move. The H Town stream. Yeah, like I said, I'm not I'm definitely Houston is not on my radar. I've had people want me to move there, but it's not on my radar. People can want me to do things all they want. Doesn't mean I'm going to. You know, of people that want me to move to Cali, and people that want me to move to Vegas or Henderson, or Enterprise or Paradise, like all those areas. Of people that want me to move to Utah. It's like, the fuck am I gonna do in Utah? All right, whatever. I'll check it out. But yeah, I'm in the East Coast right now. Yeah, exactly. I need to, what I'm probably going to do is just go travel for a bit and like stay in each place for a little bit and see where I want to move. That's probably what I'm going to do, to be honest. And I will take you guys with me. This and this whole setup will go with me, so you'll never know where I'm at. Unless I tell you. Which I probably would. Yeah, I'm a city person, so that's why you hear what I'm saying, like Austin, Dallas, stuff like that, as far as Texas. I'm more of a city person. I don't like the suburbs that I'm in right now. It's nice, it's quiet, it's peaceful, but there's nothing to do. Um, when I was out west, I lived in the metro area. I lived right outside of it. And so everything was convenient. It was like 10, 15 minutes, everything. And there was always stuff to do. Mr. Logician, I know what dream you saw a few days back. That's cool. That's why it's the suburbs. Yeah, I know. But it's where I was able to move when I moved at the time. Because moving is no joke. I've moved a lot, and it no matter how much you can afford it, no matter how much you pay movers and everything else, it's still a pain in the ass. People pay a lot of money for boring. Well, the thing is in the city is even more expensive. So when I moved here, it's what I could get into at the time. Um, but it's even more ridiculous in the city. Yeah, I grew up military as well, but still. Mr. Logician, that dream will come true. Yeah, everybody's dreams come true. Of course. Everybody in this chat, everybody that watches my videos, their dreams come true. You didn't know that? SoCal is humid right now. Yeah, I can deal with humidity sometimes, but when we're talking 100-degree weather and high humidity, we're talking like 80% humidity or higher, that's when it's like, I would rather have the dry heat, please. I would rather have Arizona 120 degrees and dry. Middle of the freaking desert, that's fine with me. Martin, wow, okay, my dream is to retire to the Caribbean. I'm sick of the cold here. Heck yeah. I lived in the Caribbean for 3 years. I've lived out of country, guys. That's what most of you guys don't know. Yeah, I love the ocean too. It's just you got to think about like weather as well, like hurricanes and all that stuff. Yeah, I haven't always been in the US. I would even be open to moving out of the US. My home bases are Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. That's cool. I have Puerto Rican family as well. My dream right now is to live in Thailand and maybe the Netherlands after. I hear the Netherlands are great. Yeah, the weather is why I wouldn't move and live in Florida. I have lots of friends in Florida. If I wanted to live in Florida, I could. But it's the weather. Yep. Yeah, the bipolar weather. I mean, I controlled it for my vacation down there. But and I know it's an assumption, I wouldn't want to deal with it long term. But see, as long as you're aware that your assumptions are assumptions, we all have them. Even me. No one is perfect. I don't care what coach you're watching. I don't care what guru you're watching. They aren't perfect either. There's times where they spiral. There's times, excuse me. Yeah, the bugs in Florida too. There's times where they don't get their thing. I have some of these coaches come and get coaching with me. Trust me, I know. I'm not going to out them. That's not what I do. I will out myself though. I've done that a lot on my channel. I've told you guys like what I've done in the past and the craziness that I've done. This is why I teach the way I do. Because I've done all the affirmations, I've done all the scripting, I've done all this, I've done all that, and I know what it does. That's why I teach the way I do. I've lived all over, so my accent is going to be all over. But if you really want me to mess you up, I can talk like this, and we can go southern. I can act like a southern belle if that's what you prefer. My accent's all over the place. It's not but just because of where I'm at right now. It's because of I've lived all over. I have friends and family from all over. My accent's funny. That's funny. I've never had anybody say that before. What's interesting is usually people from other countries say that I have like the perfect American accent. My siblings talk like that. My siblings is Billy Joe Bob and Mama Jean. Now you see here, see I got cousins that talk like this as well. I got cousins, not siblings, but cousins, and how they give directions is a lot different. It's a lot different out here, because what they do is they'll tell you go down a mile and a half down the street, and if you see the big cow statue on the side of the road, you gone too far, you got to flip that bitch around, and you got to go back about half a mile. That's how they give directions. There's no cross streets here. It's not like out west. And you see what most people don't know is they'll hear a woman talking like this and they'll be like, oh, she's such a sweetheart. She's probably such a sweetie. She's probably so feminine and so submissive. And then the sass comes out. Because what they don't realize is Southern ladies, they talk like this, but they're the most feisty ladies you'll ever deal with. JJC knows over there in Texas. Martin, yeah, I was born here in America, but Spanish accents come out of nowhere. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, bless your heart. You're such a hot mess, aren't you? You come down here and sit a while. I'll make you some sweet tea. You want some cornbread as well? Oh, bless your heart. You tried with that outfit, didn't you? JJC, you know that's how they talk. You know it. This chair is so wore out that it'll automatically like turn when I don't want it to if I don't have my feet down. The ladies when I was younger would say that to me. Oh no. If they're saying bless your heart, there's something wrong. But the best is when a Southern lady is like, oh, you too skinny, honey. You need to come on in here and have some food. We need to fatten you up, don't we? Women from southern US states are like the Latin aunties. I love when they would say that. I knew I was going to get delicious food. Exactly. It's delicious. It's not good for you. It is not good for you. Artery clogging. I think I need to call this live the bless your heart. You tried to manifest, didn't you? Oh, bless your heart. You tried with that self-concept, didn't you? There's a reason why Southern women are typically thicker and curvier. It's the food. Alyssa, I've been way up north in California. In Willows, there was nothing but cornfields and lightning. Me and two other girls got lost there, and we came to Road C, Road B, but not Road A, just road. Oh, bless your heart. You've been doing too many affirmations. Now, why are you doing that? Do I need to do videos like that? Will you guys listen to me if I do that? Oh my God. The manifestation coach, the Southern Belle manifestation coach. Why not? Why not? Why not? Do affirmation loops like that. I'm trying to think of affirmations to do like that. Definitely bring back good memories, only I'll be hungry. Yeah, you'd be sitting there thinking about fried chicken and collard greens, wouldn't you? Some good old chicken and dumplings. That's what he's thinking about. And a Sunday pot roast. You don't think I know? I grew up in the South. Of course I know. I'll make a pot of collard greens that make you want to slap your mama. That's why it's always hilarious to me, like stigmas. And people will say that I'm too white to use spices. It's like, then I open up my cabinet and it's filled with nothing but spices and sauces and stuff. It's like, really? Okay. And because of the Latinas in my family, there's also all of the tajin, the gosh, the Cholula, that's always in my house. Valentino sauce. Gosh, what else? See, there's so many sauces. I have to think. Always in my house. Hi, Sergio. This live isn't as crazy as last week. Maybe it's because it was like 4th of July. But JJC, you missed that. Like last week was insane. Tapatio. Yeah, Tapatio is good too. I like Tapatio on pizza. But yeah, last week was insane. There wasn't a moment in here where I had less than 100 people. Most of the time it was like 200 people in here at a time. And I think that video has like over 14,000 views. Valentina is the goat. Yeah. Is it Valentina or Valentino? I don't know. I say either one. You know what I'm talking about, so it doesn't matter. Wish you could have been there. Yeah. I came on late because I came on like I went to a cookout and then after the cookout I came on. It's Valentina. Okay. And see, this is what I mean, guys. Like reality changes. I remember it also being Valentino. So it's another reality change and that's fine. It doesn't bother me now. When Mandela effects happen, they just happen. But I'm probably going to be getting off of here in like 10, 15 minutes or so. So if you guys have questions, I'm here. I don't mind shooting the shit. I don't mind just talking, but if you got actual questions, I'm here. Or forever hold your peace until next week. Have you given your life to Jesus? You are Jesus. You are. In your reality, you are. So have you given your life to yourself? I don't mind religious people. They don't bother me at all. And I know people have came in my chat and asked me, they're like, how do you deal with religious people? It doesn't bother me. No, you are. You are Jesus. You are God. You are Jesus. You are the universe. You are higher self. You are source. You are spirit. You're all of those things having a human experience. Magic 8 Ball. I also heard Southerners will say, I'll pray for you in a really condescending way to people they don't like. Yeah. Like, oh, bless your heart, sweetheart. I'm going to pray for you. Yep. All this talk about food is making me hungry. Me and you both. If it wasn't chaos, like my son works at a restaurant, okay? We're just going to say that. And he's like a master cook. He's now a supervisor overnight. Like if he wasn't busy, if it wasn't the chaos that he's dealing with this weekend, I would totally text him right now and ask him to make me food. And he would do it, and I would go pick it up. Life of Soraya. I haven't seen you in a while. I gave an interview last week, and I was sure the job was mine, but I got rejected today. It's my one chance I get. What did I do wrong? It's not the one chance that you get. You're saying that it's only one chance. How do you know? How do you know this didn't happen for a reason? How do you know it's not in your favor? How do you know that you're not going to get a phone call and say, we made a mistake? You don't know. JJC, learning metaphysics really helped me appreciate religion more. Yeah, all religion is teaching the same thing. It doesn't matter what it is. And this is why it doesn't bother me. You can be Christian, you can be Catholic, you can be pagan, you can be Wicca, you can be Buddhist, you could be Muslim, Islam, Islamic religions. It could be anything. Anything. You cannot be religious too. That's fine too. Because I can prove it with science. It's all the same. It's all giving us the same key message. Like the Bible literally says it too. This is why I have videos on that. I need to do another video for that series, honestly. Martin, I'm trying to manifest blessings upon myself to then bless people I love to make them happy because too little of that nowadays. That's beautiful. Life of Soraya. I got rejection email today, and it makes me think that way. Only you say that. Go watch my video on the recent success story where she changed her grades. She went from failing to passing for a big test to get a certain job. Yeah, and this is why I say you have to fulfill your own cup first. So when we're talking about wanting to help others, that's awesome. It's also the key teaching of some of the great, like, motivational speakers such as Tony Robbins. He talks about serving others. That's what he talks about. I don't ignore the word of God. I read the word of God. I have a whole series called Take Me to Church if you want to check it out. But you need to be open-minded to other interpretations, not just your own. Martin, trust me, sometimes this is a blessing, not getting something you wanted. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes one, like it's the old saying, right? When one door closes, another one opens. Sometimes you don't get something you quote unquote want because there's something even better based on who you're being, based on your actual desire. Because what if you got this job and it was horrible? It wasn't anything that you expected. And so your higher self, if you will, God, universe, source, whatever you believe in, is protecting you by making you get rejected, right? So that something better can come in. How do you know? You're in the desert right now, and literally you're being told that if you dig ditches that they will be filled with water, and you're questioning it. Dig the ditches. Digging the ditches is knowing. It's knowing that you're going to have the job of your dreams or whatever it is. No matter what, no matter the rejection, no matter what goes on. I've had people in my personal life that don't believe in manifestation, okay? That know nothing about this. That told me that they got rejected from a job that they wanted, right? And then they got a different one. And then they found out the job that they got rejected from that they wanted so badly just had a huge layoff and did all these shady practices. So you see what I mean? Ducks of Faith, I answered that earlier. I'm not religious. Religion is following someone else's interpretation of scriptures and following someone else's journey. Follow your own. Actually read your Bible. If you like the Bible, that's fine. I have mine right here. Let's see. I got this bookmarked. I believe it's John 5. Let's see. Yep. John 5. I have John 5 bookmarked because this is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites because this right here, Manifestation 101. John 5. Go read John 5, Ducks of Faith. The man was paralyzed. He couldn't walk. And all he did was have faith. As soon as Jesus told him to pick up your bed and walk, what did he do? He picked up his bed and walked. And he thanked Jesus. And what did Jesus say? Jesus said, it was your faith, it wasn't me. So pick up your bed and walk. Go pick up your Bible and actually read it. And interpret it on your own. Not someone else's interpretation, your own. Not even mine. Your own. I guarantee you might look at it differently. I actually read my Bible 2 to 3 times by the time I was 12, 13. And then I had a death experience. I actually died and I came back. I have a video about that over on my members channel. It's not something I can post publicly. This is why I know how I interpret things to be the truth for me. But I want you to discover the truth for yourself. JJC, exactly. You're not being punished or ignored. You're experiencing a divine redirection for something that truly allows you to embody the best self you can. Exactly. Life of Soraya, I'm on the crunch, in fact, and I think I should get back to my self practices again. Absolutely, self-concept is the biggest thing. I talk about this all the time. JJC, metaphysical teachings have been called scientific Christianity. We are practicing the same exact values in the Bible. Exactly. I forgot your name, guy from Greece. And I don't know why you always call me Julie. I am not Julie. I am alchemistic. Hi. You can even call me Alchemy if that's easier for you. That's fine. Some people call me mystic. It doesn't matter to me. I will respond. Illyrian, I'm interested to hear your perspective on the Adam and Eve story. I thought about doing that. It's just there is another coach that I highly respect that has already done videos on Adam and Eve, and we share similar views. So it would just be reiterating what he says. Duck of Faith, the point of following Jesus is not to have miracles happen for you, it is to live the creator and have eternal life. Exactly. You are the creator. You just answered it yourself. So if you are the creator, you are God. You are the I am. God's name is not Jehovah. God's name is I am. This is why Jesus asked his disciples, "For who do you say I am?" He's asking them who they are. He's also asking them how they view him and how they perceive him. That's telling you right there, your entire reality is based on who you say you are, who you are being, your identity, and who you say I am, and who you say everyone else is in your reality. JJC, you're still not looking at through a spiritual perspective. Jesus is alive in all of us. Yeah, you are Jesus. Jesus was never a person that lived. Even in ancient religions, okay, there was a virgin birth, there was a son of God that died and was resurrected, that had 12 followers. Every religion has it. It's not just Christianity. It is religions that go back thousands of years before Christianity. Think about it. 12 disciples, there are 12 zodiac signs. Okay? And I'm not into astrology. I'm just stating facts here about the correlations, okay? There are 12 zodiac signs. Jesus is represented by what? The fish. This is why you see the fish with Jesus inside of it as a car decal. Jesus is represented by the fish. The fish is represented within the teachings of Jesus in the Bible nonstop. Why is that? Because Jesus is the age of Pisces. In the Bible, Jesus says that you will meet the water barrier. What is the water barrier? The age of Aquarius. It's the age that we are currently in. Before Jesus, we had what? Moses. What was Moses represented by? Think about it. The ram horn. What is the ram in zodiac? Aries. What zodiac sign is after Pisces? Aries. Right? Or after. Yeah, it's after. So after Pisces, it's Aries. Before Pisces is Aquarius. We're entering the age of Aquarius. Okay? And before Aries, people worshipped what? Bulls. What is the bull? Taurus. You see, all of it is about the stars. The three wise men are stars in the sky. Sorry, I think I got disconnected. The three wise men are stars in the sky that align with the North Star during winter solstice. You call it Christmas. Okay? I'm going by what different religions call it. It aligns with the North Star, and it also aligns down towards the sun. Right? Which also aligns with Virgo. The Virgin is Virgo. Bethlehem is not a place that is on earth. Bethlehem translates to the house of wheat or house of bread. What is Virgo represented by? Wheat, because it's the time of harvest. It all goes to that. This is all things that I knew after reading the Bible and reading other religions when I was very young. Okay? But if you want more information on this and more visuals and more in depth, I recommend looking up the old documentary. It's called Zeitgeist. Just look up the religion part. Just type in Zeitgeist religion, and it'll show you all of the stuff with all of the scriptures and everything. Okay, let me scroll back here because okay. Brian the Snape. Christianity has taken a lot from myths and other religions. Hell, Easter is a pagan festival. Yes, Easter is spring solstice, and the act of Easter egg hunting is a pagan tradition that was done for kids to represent their fertility. So kids that would get the most eggs were known to, when they get older, to have the most fertility, to bear the most children, right? And when we talk about Yule or winter solstice or Christmas, the tree with the red balls is representing Mother Earth and Father Sun. The star on the top is, of course, the North Star, because again, what happens during winter solstice? The three stars align up with the North Star, pointing down to the sun. Because during winter, the sun is lower in the sky. We have shorter days, it's colder. And what winter solstice is to bring the sun back to Earth, to give us greenery again, to give us the trees, right? Spring solstice is to represent what? Spring, blossoming, abundance, blooming, right? Fertility. It's all the same. It's all the same. Buddhist religions have a virgin birth, have a like Buddha, right? Became what? A spiritual speaker and leader when he was in his 30s, just like Jesus. He had 12 followers. He died and was resurrected. Okay? This is also in ancient Egypt traditions. It's also in paganism. It's in every religion. Every religion. It's all the same. JJC, we know the return of Christ is awakening the power in our own consciousness. Absolutely. How could you say Jesus was never a living person? Everyone agrees he was real. The only debate is if he is the Son of God. How do you know he was real? Just because some people tell you? If I started a rumor right now, right? A similar rumor. In 2,000 years from now, people might say that rumor is true. How do you know? How do you know? Your faith. And that's fine. You can believe that. But on my channel, we teach manifestation and we teach the actual truth. It's up to you. Read this. Read it. Actually read it. Not what you've been indoctrinated to believe. Read it through your own lens. Okay? Read it through your own lens. There's totally a Fifth Dimension song about this. That's cool. JJC. The debate is so burnt out, in my opinion. Jesus was the physical manifestation of God, and we are in the image of God. So we have the same abilities as him. You are him. You are him. You are. Jesus is you. Music is my religion. That's great. Okay. Going into the gym now. Perfect. Hope you get a good workout in. How do I know Abraham Lincoln was real? I don't. Great question. I agree 100%. If something exists in the collective consciousness, it's going to be agreed with by people generally. Yeah, true. Martin, have a great night. Gotta get up early as always. A lively debate. Thank you. Perfect. Alyssa, I got to sing on stage with Billy Davis Jr. and Marilyn McCoo. That's perfect. How'd that make you feel? Another book series that I always recommend to people, and I have like book recommendations over on my Amazon storefront. Hold on. I've got some of these books over here. Let me get to them. Of course, one of my all-time favorites, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, but also let's get to them because I have all four. This one right here, Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. And I have book 1, book 2, book 3, and book 4. Go read those. They're amazing. I'm not saying that I don't believe in anything. I said I don't know. You see? It doesn't matter. And if you're religious, that's great. I might not be the channel for you. There's plenty of religious channels that read scriptures and go over them the way that you are. Go find them. There's plenty of them. Go follow what's his name? Joel. Go follow him. See, I'm not telling you not to believe what you want to believe. Not at all. Go do that. But I'm about to get off of here, guys. I've now been on here over 2 hours. So I'm about to get off of here. And what did I say earlier I was going to name the live? Oh yeah, bless your heart. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to title the live like bless your heart, something like that. I'm going to figure it out. But if there is any last questions in regards to manifestation, I will answer them. I don't really care for the religious debate, to be honest with you. I'm not the channel for you. Okay. Adama. Is it Adama? For the first time, am fortunate to join your live due to the time difference. How do I achieve my goals without doing anything? You just know them to be done. They're already done. I do believe in my truth, ducks of faith. See, you're expecting me to believe your truth. I believe my own truth. Believe your truth, and that's fine. Believe your truth. I believe mine. It doesn't have to be the same as yours. But Adama, I'm assuming that's how you say your name. I'm getting off of here. I've been on here for 2 hours. So I'm about to get off of here. You're more than welcome to watch my videos. I explain a lot of the questions that you guys ask in my videos. The Mystic whispers, hey, I came back with a request. If you have any success story about manifesting boyfriend to partner, and if you do, please record it if you get the time. I have that already. I have success stories all over my channel. Go watch them. I have exactly what you said already. I have that already. I have all that type of stuff. Like everything that you're asking is, you can apply everything to it. It's all the same. No circumstance is unique. Not one circumstance is unique. Not one circumstance is the outlier that can't get the thing. Okay? It doesn't work that way. I don't remember titles. You can, like I said, you can watch the success stories, you can watch my videos, apply it to everything. Everything is the same. Everything is the same. Everything is the same. Everything. I don't care what you came to me with. I'm going to have the same answers. It's all the same. It's all the same. But I'm getting off here, guys. I've been on here over 2 hours. I love y'all. But it is 1:20 my time in the morning. 1:20 a.m. So I'm getting off of here. And I am going to get something to eat. And this person right here is going bye-bye. Anyway. Yeah, you guys have a good night too. Morning, day, whatever time it is. I already know it's going to be amazing, as always. But check out my recent videos, and I will be having a lot more being posted. I have some success stories coming out. I have some more coaching content coming out. And I have a special guided meditation that is going to be over on my members channel as well. That one is going along with the video about shifting realities based on the movie theater concept. It's going to walk you through it. But that will be over on my members channel. But you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys next time. Pay attention to my members tab. I always post when I am going live, days in advance. So pay attention to that. I will see you guys next time. And like I said, take care.